Live streaming is on.
Perfect. Let's go into check-ins then. Jay, you want to go first?
Okay. I'm at about a 2.4.
Okay.
I've been working on assets and recruitment, payrolls, as well as all the management. Check.
Okay. Ate, you want to go next?
Yes, you guys will just bear with my voice.
Mm.
I'm at a I'm at a 1.5. I've been working on the payroll and the budget, and I've not been feeling fine. Check.
Not feeling fine.
Yeah.
We can hear that. Yeah. Sorry
Just
to.
a reminder, you're not required to be here. So if you need to go, just check out, just go. It's fine. Not
Yeah, when
feeling.
I will need to check out, I'll check out.
Yeah. Okay. So I've been working on. I'm at 3. I'm working on management, recruitment, assets with Jay, and yeah, check. Cool. Focus desired outcomes. So we have 3. I included 3 topics here: team scheduling, Mamoon's probation management report status. Basically, we need to.
Was Mamoon planning on being here?
I have no idea. Yeah, he said he was gonna be on time. Yeah. On time, it's Mamoon, Moth, Ate, and not attending Joyce. She's sick. Okay, so Mamoon maybe will join. And then we have the management report status.
Time for breath. Please stop and get ready. Now inhale. 1, 2, 3. Exhale. 1, 2, 3. Pause. Inhale together. 1, 2, 3. Exhale. Relax.
Yeah, so the management status, finalize the evaluation, and with the problems and solutions, and then we would make the proposal so that we could end the half-pay stop and half-pay stop, ideally. Then Mambu's probation finalize the proposal and finalize the proposal, and team scheduling review the weekly schedule, because I mean today no session happened, right, Hydra?
I worked on
Yeah, you
the
worked
accounting.
on your time. I saw that, but no session happened. No BT session happened at Hydra, right?
Yeah, no one else was available.
Nobody checked in. Yeah, you're the only one who was active, I think. Yeah. Okay, so I guess all of us need to do policy tracking for that.
Sorry. Jay, I equally has like a personal issue. A
Again, personal issue.
Yeah, I need to be undergoing an operation and for my throat. As I'm speaking like this, the last 3 days I've not been working because I was really in pain. So I visited a doctor. He said I have something on my throat that's making me not to. That's making me feeling pain and unable to talk.
Okay.
Okay, don't worry. I mean, if you're having pain talking,
Yeah. So really my issue is I'd like to know if I can get like something like a loan from Jay.
I need to.
So I think we're talking about
Time to pause. Please stop. Close your eyes. Count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Open your eyes.
I think we're talking about basically a Tay life support, right?
Yes.
And personnel support and our policies on like health and support issues. So maybe we could start with that.
Sure.
Didn't take too long.
Then we can go into the management status.
Mm-hmm.
We wanna get off from paste. So that also shouldn't take long since it's only. I mean, Jay and I worked on it, and we wanted to get a team response. But I mean, since it's only Ate, I think 5-10 minutes at this point.
Then I would say the team scheduling is the next top priority.
I agree. Team schedule.
And then Mamun's probation.
Yeah. Here's everything's also ready here to go. 5-10 minutes.
Yeah, but I mean, there's still discussion to be had.
Okay. All right. I think these are good topics. No objections from me.
I feel like, yeah, I'm fine with the topics, but I feel like there are other topics that we need to consider.
Like overall evaluation.
Yeah, exactly. So like,
Yeah.
overall evaluation, review, decisions, just all that kind of stuff. There's also our structure, sensei structure, segmentation. So there's a bunch of other things that obviously we go through. Anything else?
Let me see the channel here. 1 second. Let's see, EVAL. I mean, we have
Time.
to.
Please stop, stand up, and stretch and move around for 30 seconds.
Right. No, I was just saying the. Yeah, let's stretch here.
All right. So anything else for other topics or any other deadlines or anything we need to address?
I mean, we have new moon in a few hours, but I mean, the executive priorities verification happened. Yesterday. It was yesterday. No, the day before yesterday. So that's good. Let me see. Just gonna give a look to our schedule, to our deadlines. FQN all deadlines. We have so we have April 20th. April 20th, yeah, we have worker criteria verification for tomorrow. I worked on that yesterday, and I mean everything is okay, but Stacy's W9. So, and then no, then it's okay. Next deadline is the budget on April 27th.
We got Stacy's W9 though, didn't we?
Yeah. I mean, I remember you said she sent you a screenshot or something, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I was asking if it was possible to forward it. Yeah.
I'm gonna email it right now. Okay.
Yeah. Great. Thank you. That's what.
I'll send it to FQN.
Exam. Perfect.
Also, Stacy's requesting a pay stub. We can get her.
It's requesting a what?
Pay stub.
A what?
A pay stub.
Time to pause. Please stop. Close your eyes. Count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Open your eyes.
What does she mean by pay stub, Jay?
It would just be like a document that outlines all the payments that were received for somebody. So if she was paid like multiple times, then the pay stub would include all of the payments. In this case, she's only been paid once per organization, so it could just be a receipt. But either way, we can send her a pay stub.
Okay. Like a pay slip, a receipt of
Payment.
of the payment. Okay. She receives 2 payments, yeah. One from the for-profit and one from the non-profit.
This is a pretty good example right here. Yeah, it would be from the
Great. So I got here the W9, so we're good.
Okay. So we're ready to go into topic 1. Is anyone else here to check in, or we're good to go to topic 1?
Nobody's here yet. Right, let's go
Nobody's
topic
here.
1.
All right, cool. So the main thing to do is going over options and also to see what we can do to help Tay. So I don't know. Do you want me to start, Tay, or did you want to start?
Okay, let me start. As I was saying, I have this throat issue that it used to take my voice, but it has never been painful. So this time around, it came with a pain. I had to visit a doctor, and the doctor advised I undergo an operation like on Friday, so that I should be able to operate and cut what is paining me on my throat. Yesterday, I could not walk, even the first day, because I was really paining. So today, I went and he gave me some drugs, and the pain, I really got relief from it. So I was charged like
Time for
if I
breath.
was
Please stop and get ready. Now inhale. 1, 2, 3. Exhale. 1, 2, 3. Pause. Inhale together. 1, 2, 3. Exhale, relax.
All right, continue.
Okay, so as I was saying, I was charged like almost 480,000, that's francs CFA, which is like 800 US dollars. I was able to raise 450. So I was asking if FQ could loan me 350 US dollars, and then each month $50 is being deducted from my pay to pay back the loan,
All right, cool. So
starting from the 74.
okay, so you said that the cost about 800 euros.
Yes, $800.
Oh, $800. Okay. So in the context of raising money, how did you raise the money, and is this something that we could send around, or is this what? How did you raise the $400?
I had some savings.
Okay, so you had savings. You have savings of 400.
Yes.
Okay. So so some of the options, obviously, we could actually raise money, right, in the campaign. So that's something that we can note. But as far as just the worker benefits options, you can request an advance / back pay. So raising money, doing like a campaign would be like, this could be as simple as sending an email to co-workers or setting up, a GoFundMe or some sort of crowd fundraising, right? That we could help with. And then this would be like, okay, me personally or someone personally sending you money to support your health situation. The request for advanced back pay would be based on your current back pay or whatever. So you can't necessarily get an advance and or get a pay like $50 a month back if you have back pay,
Mhm.
right? So I don't know what your current back pay is, so the question, what is your current back pay? But let's say you have $300 of back pay. After $400, it would be $300 of back pay and a $100 advance. Okay, does that make sense? Because it's the same thing.
Mm.
All right. So from there, there's also health benefits. So we have general
Time to pause. Please stop. Close your eyes. Count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Open your eyes.
So there's two types of health benefits. One is our COVID benefits, which obviously doesn't apply to this, but in the past, our COVID benefits were automatic, and we're thinking about removing them because COVID doesn't seem to be as active anymore, and people aren't really using those. So we're trying to reduce our budget. So we're probably going to be removing this.
Mm.
But the last time I reviewed our budget, we did have some basic health benefits available. Considering removing. So the difference between the COVID benefits, which are automatic, and the health benefits would require a vote. So in the context of the health benefits, there's not a lot available, but that potentially could be valued. Instead of coming out of the monthly budget, it would come out of the annual budget or the half-year budget. So we have a separate health benefits budget. Also, there is paid leave. So if you had to take leave for like an operation, you couldn't work for a week or whatever you needed to recover, 2 weeks. Sometimes it's longer depending on the operation. Or let's say your voice needed an entire month to recover, right? You might be able to work asynchronously and do communication on Discord typing,
Yes.
but maybe talking, and maybe you're not supposed to talk for like a certain amount of time. So all of that could be related to paid leave or partial paid leave or whatever, where you could get money even though you're not working. And this is different than maternity, so it does come out of your back pay, but it's automatic. Right, so I think those are the options that I can think of. Can you think of anything else?
No.
The only other thing, obviously, is just trying to help you out with your situation. It sounds like it's more of a chronic thing that's been long and ongoing, and so there's nothing really like specific that without knowing more details. So, but if this is your choice and what you want to do is do the operation, then obviously we would want to support you in that, as opposed to trying some other type of alternative therapies or whatever. But you don't have any like, you know, fever or anything along with this, right? It's just mainly just your voice and the pain.
Yes, yes, it's just the voice and the pain.
Okay, so
So
that's
before normally it wasn't paining.
yeah.
So suddenly, so the doctor said
Time to
the
take a
pad.
break. Please stop, write down whatever you were about to say, and take a break for 6 minutes. Thanks.
I gotta get rid of the things. So yeah, so we should
Okay.
take a break. Can you continue, Ate, or did you need to check out soon? Or
Yeah, I can continue.
all right, cool. Yeah, I think we understand. Um, as far as the pain getting worse and it didn't used to be painful. Alberto, did you have any other questions?
No, 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 no questions. I think
All right,
these
Ate,
are a
did
lot
you
of
have anything
good
you wanted to
options.
add? You got kind of cut off there. Before we take a break, did you want to add anything, Ate?
Oh, no, no, no,
Okay.
it's okay.
All right. So let's go ahead and take a break. So 5 minute break, and then when we come back, we can
Yeah.
just go through these options and make sure it's clear
Hey,
what the steps are.
hi everyone.
What
Hey,
was that?
Hey.
Mamun.
Yeah, I'm here. Jay,
Okay.
hi.
We're gonna
Hey,
take a
Albert.
5 minute break, and then we'll have you check in. Okay.
Okay, thank you.
All right.
5 minute break.
Hey, Moth, we are on break.
End of break. Time to start. Please get focused on the session. End of break. Time to start. Please get focused on the session. End of break. Time to start. Please get focused on the session.
All right.
End of break. Time to.
So I definitely did not redo the recording. Should we just leave it, or you guys back?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm here.
All right. So should we redo the recording real quick, or should we just go with the current one?
Jill, your line was breaking up. I didn't get what you said.
I was just asking if we should go with the recording
Yeah, let's go with it.
with the current one and not do a new one.
Let's just go with the current one since it's there already.
Okay. So as long as we
You just-
take our break on time, we should be fine. So
Mhm.
Mamoon, you can check in.
I'm at 5 and I've been working on budget and payroll checks.
Okay. Okay.
Moth
So
is
Mount is here as well. Or
Yeah.
Mount, you wanna check in? Hey Mount.
Was Moth
Hello?
on mute?
Hello Mount.
I believe he's speaking, but we can hear him.
All right. Anyway, so let's go on to Ate. If Moth comes back, you can check in. So let's just go ahead and go through these options from the easiest one to the more complicated ones, okay?
Okay.
So easiest to more complicated. So I would say the easiest one is I would say the easiest thing would be, send an email to colleagues asking for money, with link to payment, right? So this is
Time to pause. Please stop. Close your eyes. Count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Open your eyes.
right. So that makes sense, right? In terms of if you want to just ask people for money, you're welcome to do that anytime. Anyone can ask anyone else for money, right? Does that make sense?
Yes.
Right. So then the second one would be the paid leave, right? So paid leave is automatic. I believe it's 25% of value, but I just would need to double check that. But we have to. I don't know.
I can try to double check it.
Um, But anyways, you would just request the paid leave for the operation, and then you would get paid for that. But unfortunately, this would happen. You get the payment as part of normal payroll. So that would happen. You would actually get the money after the operation. Does that make sense?
Mhm.
To request this, you just send, send in writing that you are requesting paid leave. Okay, and then once you request the paid leave, with your start date, right? Paid leave with question mark start date. And I think technically speaking, you can also request a paid partial leave. So, for example, if you needed to basically not speak for a month, but you could do work for two weeks. You would recover for 2 weeks. You could do work for 2 weeks without speaking, but then after a month, maybe you could come back, normal time. So that's just like that. We might be partial leave or something like that. So that's anyways, it's up to you what you want to ask for. But I think that's partly why our paid leave is 25%, because you still have the option to do a partial leave and things like that, where you would be getting some of your money as well, to encourage people to do some of the work. And we have small budgets. So, all right, any other questions on the paid leave?
No.
So I would say the next one would be, requesting health benefits. So health benefits typically would require some type of proof. And then, we have a small budget for overall health benefits for the team. So it's not a lot. This is a small amount of money, but it's definitely, let's say we have, I don't know, let's say we have
Time for breath. Please stop and get ready. Now inhale. 1, 2, 3. Exhale. 1, 2, 3. Pause. Inhale together. 1, 2, 3. Exhale. Relax.
All right. So let's say we have $400 in the half-year budget, or the annual, whatever it is. So that would mean that is all the money available for all workers for the entire half-year year. So the probability we would give you the full $400 would be low, but maybe you could have a quarter of it, like $100 out of it, or maybe 130, okay, or 150, or whatever it would be. And this does come out of benefits, comes out of back pay token. So this is your T2ML. And the same with the paid leave, right? Comes out of back pay. Okay.
Okay.
So that any questions on requesting health benefits? So requesting health benefits is
No,
a
it's
little
clear.
it's a little different than like either a reimbursement or a back pay proposal. It's more like, here's the proof of my health situation. This is the estimate it's going to cost. And then as a team, we just address it from there. So you would actually have to require to send us documents or documentation of, something that gives us information and background of the requirement, like potentially, an estimated cost or whatever. But, you did that verbally. So, and obviously, if you want that to be private, you need to send it through Pinda. Okay. But if you want it to be public, you can just send it to the overall team, but it's up to you. All right. So number 4 would be the requesting advance. Request and advance / turn back pay into upfront pay. So we've done that so many times. I think this is pretty clear, right? Do you know how much T2ML that you have?
Yes. 357.34.
How much?
357.34.
Okay, cool. So that's very good that you have 357 is pretty close. TTML. All right.
Time to pause. Please stop. Close your eyes. Count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Open your eyes.
All right, and obviously the last one is to set up a campaign, set up fundraising campaign on crowd fundraising site. So obviously we did not prioritize this as part of our pipeline, or actually we didn't prioritize it as part of the Umbrella Showcase website. And so it is currently part of the pipeline, which means that as a team, we're not really focused to prioritizing it, but as an individual, we could support you in setting up your own campaign if you wanted to do that. All right, so any other, so those are the 5 I can think of. So if anyone can think of anything else, or if anyone has any questions or any other details.
No, I think, I mean, at the CD options, and I mean, obviously you can, it's not one or the other. I mean, you can also.
You can do all of these.
All
Yes,
of
all
these.
of the
Yeah.
options. You can do every single one of them. But we do want you to actually do it. So your options are either, if there's no other questions for me or Ate or the team, then Ate, your options are either to, officially request something now, or you can do it on Discord later. But that once you make the official request, I mean, I think before you basically said, I didn't really get it before. You basically you wanted a $400 loan, but that's not really an option. So we can't really give you a $400 loan, either personal or from the business. Obviously, we can vote on that and propose it, but we wouldn't be proposing it within our policies. We'd be proposing it as a new policy, and there would need to be agreement on that and everything before we could even have the option of doing that, because it's just not part of our policies. So what you asked for before in terms of having, wanting a loan that then's paid back either as an individual loan or as a business loan simply is not an option under our current policies and your benefit package. So what you do have is you have the ability to request an advance or turn back pay into upfront pay. So that's the closest thing to a loan. So if you have 357.
Time to stretch. Please stop, stand up, and stretch and move around for 30 seconds.
All right, let's do a 30-second stretch. All right, we're at the halfway point. So what I was saying about the advance and back pay is you have 357 TML. I would assume you also have additional back pay that was not sent as T2ML. Either way, that's really close to the total amount you want. So, or that you need. So that could be a potential starting point. So again, I tell you, it's up to you. We need to move on to the next topic, but if you want to, you can make an official.
Yes, I would like us to do it now.
Yeah, just go for it. Whatever you want to request.
Yeah. I don't know if we could vote on a new policy for me to have a loan, then pay it back because I want to pay the money back.
Yeah, so I want to make sure it's clear that under our policies, you can get a back pay, then you can pay the money back, and you can replace your back pay and get the T2ML token. So you are perfectly welcome to pay it back. Under our policies, you're just not required to pay it back. You see the difference?
Yeah, I know. Yes.
Right. So if your goal is paying something back, it's not like we're preventing you from paying back. We're just saying that under our policies, we're not going to be going after workers for not paying back their
Yeah,
back
I know.
advances. Yeah. Right. So, anyways, the policy proposal for doing employee loans, we can certainly vote on. Policy proposal for worker loans that are required to be paid back. Currently, the model for advances is they're paid back 10% per pay. No, yeah, 10% of each pay period. So, what would you say that the payment should be?
I want to be paying, I don't know the percentage, but I want to pay $50 every month.
Okay, pay back specific dollar amounts each
So
month.
about
Okay.
20% of your total current budgeted
Yes.
budgeted pay.
Time to pause. Please stop. Close your eyes. Count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Open your eyes.
All right. So we have. All right. Let's keep going. So, pause for the workers. Policy proposal for worker loans to policy proposal to allow for worker loans that require to be paid back specific amount of money per month or 20%, specific amount of month or minimum 20% of each pay. So the current policy on advances is that workers are required to pay 10% towards the advance each pay period, and each pay payroll, and work off advances with back pay. That's the current policy. Are there any questions on the current policy or the proposal?
No, for me.
No questions? Everyone
So
understands the proposal?
right, so the proposal, I understand the proposal, but I mean, what would be like the process for this? Would be the same as turning back pay into upfront pay? Same kind of process with the same kind of information, or this would be just all right? I'm asking a loan, and we vote on the loan. That's it.
Well, I mean,
Or it
technically
would have
speaking,
the same process with the options and
the loan
the information.
it would also involve some sort of percentage interest if it's truly a loan, right? So an interest would be like if it's 0% interest, then they're expecting no money back. But if it's like $100 and you have 10% interest, then the idea would be to pay back $110. Does that make sense?
Now, this makes sense. What I'm asking is that how would be the process for asking the loan? Is the same process I like, for example, with the when you ask for the
Advance.
back pay to be turned into upfront pay, meaning that first there need to be
Time for breath. Please stop and get ready. Now inhale. 1, 2, 3. Exhale. 1, 2, 3. Pause. Inhale together. 1, 2, 3. Exhale. Relax.
so the process with the okay, all the information, the useful information to have a to make an informed vote, but also the options. Like there would be, like for example, I'm requesting a loan of $300, and then we vote on different options, or this being a loan is different.
Yeah. So the process would be similar to voting on a an advance, except that the money would be required to be paid back, right? And then
But what happens if the worker doesn't pay back the money? Then
well, that's the whole question. For me, that goes into the concerns, right? So for me, I have lots and lots of concerns. So the main concern, obviously, is like you're saying, we have no way to, force payment of any loans. Odd to request, interest from a worker. Also, it is, we have no idea, where this money comes from, right? Like where would the money actually come from, right? And then also in the accounting of the money is complicated because it becomes a basically a liability slash, form of almost like income kind of. So it's just like it creates a separate liability that is difficult to account for because the idea and expectation is that you're getting the money back if it's a loan, right? But you have no way of actually getting the money back.
So, like, to me, I never heard about the company loaning money to workers. I mean, I heard a lot of times workers loaning money to companies, right? So the company is in crisis. So the workers say, okay, my salary this month, I'm gonna get only 50%. The other 50%, I loan it back to the company at an interest. This is something that's very common. I never heard of the opposite. I mean, usually as a worker,
Time to pause. Please stop. Close your eyes. Count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Open your eyes.
as a worker, we have these other policies that are perfectly fine and are also. I mean, what I don't understand out here. Why why do you prefer a loan instead of requesting an advance or back pay? Then, as Jay said, if you want to pay it back, you get you basically next time you have you vote on your upfront pay, you say, all right, so instead of getting 100% of my pay, I get 80%, the rest in back pay. So you would basically get your
Yeah,
back pay. Yeah. So
it makes sense.
it's creating a lot of danger zone here. Yeah, a lot of concerns. I agree.
It's just
Yes, I
important.
agree. I agree too.
It's just important to understand that obviously we've considered this before in the past, and even with advances, of course you want to get the money back for an advance, right? The problem is that realistically, it just never happens, right? And if you create a situation where workers are required to pay back their advances, and you force them into that, that literally is the definition of servitude labor, where you're indebted to your employer and you're required and basically in service to pay back your debt, right? So that would go against a lot of our uh, values and vision and mission and relationship to transforming our economic systems, because we do not want, forced servitude labor, um, because it is immoral, right? Does that make sense?
Sure.
Yeah, it makes sense. And from my understanding, before there were advances because base token payroll wasn't happening.
No advances. No, the token payroll has nothing. Everyone gets back pay regardless of whether the tokens are distributed, right?
Yeah, no, I
So,
get that. Yeah,
so the reason we have an advance is because a brand new worker who has no back pay, right, or a worker who works 30 hours a week but is paid for 30 hours, so they don't work any more than they ever want to. So you could have a worker who works for 3 years and works exactly the hours that they're supposed to get paid for and accumulates 0 back pay. And they work for 3 years, right? You know, they have the option to take the advance because they don't have any back pay.
Time to take a break. Please stop, write down whatever you were about to say, and take a break for 6 minutes.
Yeah. So bottom line is that advances are very important for people who don't have back pay, which can either be a new worker or an existing worker who just doesn't go work more than they are assigned to for their pop, the budget. So let's go ahead
Okay,
and
Jake.
great. Oh, let's vote on this actually. Yeah.
Yeah, can I say something?
Yeah.
Yes, from all what we have said so far, normally I was making this proposal in my context, but it's true that if it becomes a policy, so any other worker can equally propose it. So I will prefer to go for requesting the advance turn back pay because somebody else can ask for an advance like a loan and don't pay back. It will be an issue. It will be a drawback to the
Yeah,
company.
yeah, exactly. I
So
mean, for example,
mhm,
you could ask now, make the request for the back pay to be turned or the advance, the back pay to be turned from paystop. Then you could get together the medical documentation that you can send later. You can send us via email later, requesting
mhm.
access to the health benefit. Then you can send an email to all the workers, say, look, guys, I have this operation urgent Friday. I think Friday is in 2 days or the next week.
In 2 days.
But how does it work there? If you don't pay the doctor, they don't do the operation, or do you
They
have
don't.
some kind?
You have to do a deposit first.
You have to deposit the whole amount first.
How much is the
Yeah,
deposit?
it's $800. It's 485,000 francs.
But
So
the whole
the deposit is not even the total amount. That's just the upfront payment, and then you still have to pay more later.
No, you deposit. They're asking for 485,000 francs for the operation. Then you can deposit money for the drugs and all the rest later on. But this one you deposit first.
Interesting. Okay. Anyways, every health system is a little different on how it works, but
Yeah, even when I gave birth through operation, I had to deposit the money all first. So this is my second operation from January to now.
yeah. And this also goes into why it's so important for us to be functional and successful and actually get the work done because we should have
Hmm.
much bigger health benefits for all of our workers, but we just aren't really able to do that because of all the problems. Anyways, we need to take a break.
yeah,
Does
let's take a break.
anyone want to vote on this proposal at this point?
No.
Is there anybody who wants to vote on this proposal? Okay, so I think we can just cross out this proposal. If you don't want to vote on it,
Yeah.
okay,
Hmm.
and no one
Yes, let's cross
there's
it
a
out.
lot of concerns. Let's just ignore the proposals, take a break for we have basically 3-minute break, and then when we come back, you can go into option 4, 3, 2, 3, 4. We'll get you set up as best as we can.
Okay.
Um, I don't know if you could check Alberto during the break if you could check the health benefits budget in the
Yeah, I can check that.
in the budget. All right, so let's take a 3-minute break, and then we come back. We can finalize your proposal based on our existing policies. Okay, and I think you're
Excuse
right that
Okay.
for you it makes sense, but obviously whatever policy is available for everybody in the organization, not just you. Was
Yeah.
there some question from someone else, that moth or someone, or
Yeah, okay, just I will wanted to ask, can I will I check in after the break?
no? You can check in now. Go for it.
Oh, okay, after the break then. Yeah,
No, you
thank you.
can check in now.
Okay, okay, okay. I'm at the 3.1.
And what have you been doing?
I'm good. So last day, but not much work so far. I think we only did the state part of the status, state management status update. Yeah. Hello.
Cool.
Yeah.
Management update.
Yeah.
All right. So we're gonna take a 3-minute break. When we come back, we'll continue with Ate's proposals and get it all finalized. All right. Cool.
Okay.
3-minute break.
Sure.
Hello, Jay. Can you stop the record?
Yeah, I'm doing that now.
Okay.